Jupiter in Aquarius. Well, guys. Okay, so we have a bit of a dilemma with Jupiter in Aquarius, or a tricky spot. It's not a dilemma, it's a tricky spot when we're dealing with Jupiter in Aquarius, because see, Jupiter loves to work with Uranian energy. I feel like it does, for the simple fact that, you know, Uranus is something about that Uranus energy that's unpredictable, that wants more knowledge, that'll even stand still, you know, because with Uranus, we're dealing with lightning speed energy. Okay, but even stand still to receive or gain that knowledge. And I feel like Jupiter would love that. It loves that. But at the same time, when you're dealing with the sign of Aquarius, you're dealing with Saturn. Where Jupiter wants to be expansive, Saturn is like, yeah, but did you go through all the right protocol? Do you have a structure in place? Do you know, and it's like too many do you, that Jupiter is like, listen, I don't want to have to deal with that, man. Like, I know what I'm doing here. You know, it's like a challenge. Like, I know what I'm doing here. I already went through the protocol. I know the information. Now, is you going to let us use the information or not? You know, and I feel that is what I feel when every time I think about a Jupiter in Aquarius placement. Jupiter in Aquarius is like, woo, one of those placements to where I feel like there's an extreme power there that no other Jupiter placement, Jupiter with any other sign, can definitely tap into. Because here, with Jupiter in Aquarius, this is an individual that escapes obstacles that gets in their way to obtaining success in their dreams. Like, if you got Jupiter in Aquarius in the 10th house, oh boy, it's a done deal. Like, it's a done deal. There's nothing that you can't really accomplish or accumulate. It's even if you got to work hard at it. Jupiter in Aquarius placement can obtain their dreams. And because their dreams is their goals. Okay, think about it like this. You have a lot of people that'll say, man, my dream is to do A, B, or C. You know, but I'm working now, and then I gotta do this, and then my goals. It's like they separate their goals from their dream. The dream is just that. Is a dream. It may not come true. It may or may not come true. Some people don't even work on it coming true. Jupiter in Aquarius will actually, their goals is actually their dream. Even if they're working a job, or even if they are doing something temporarily, they're never really stuck there. Okay? They'll feel like they have to be doing it for whatever reason, or they're doing it for whatever reason that they justify it with, depending on the person, but they're never really stuck there. And they have the ability to move about. Now, where these people become really lucky at this, even if you're Jupiter in Aquarius and you have a limitation that you feel like you put on yourself, or you put on yourself because you feel like certain things have to be in place first before you got to do A, B, or C before you do D, E, F. And even if you're that type of Aquarius, you will have people that's in your immediate affiliation, social circle, associations that still pull you out of the situations that you're in, that can help you get out of situations that you're in. If you don't believe me, look right now. Look right now. Look around. Even look to your past, to like difficulties you could have went through, or your parents could have went through, and it was always somebody there that could have been like, you know what, I'll help with this, I'll help with that. Even if they didn't take the offer, even if you didn't take the offer, or you don't take the offer, or you don't. The key is you have to expand yourself in order to do so. We got Jupiter here, but it's still there, and because of that, you can make anything happen that you want. Build up your associations. You're always going to have that friend that you can go to. You're always going to have that affiliation that be like, okay, yeah, I'll accommodate you. I'll do it. I'll help you out. Or people that just come to you for that. Now, I'm going to tell you, here's the flip side. And I haven't really done a video on this yet, but I will. But here is the flip side. Jupiter in Aquarius can actually make other people's dreams come true. So basically, you have the ability to make other people's dreams come true, but you can benefit off of it as well. Like, you could be like that manager that scouts somebody else, like, or gives them the money, gets them the connection to the money that they need, for whatever reason, or you have it, or you know somebody that has it, but they got to give you a cut out of it too, or it benefits you in some way. Like, you can make your living off of helping other people, but it's not, you don't have to be using the person. Side note, I kind of feel like this. I say this all the time. I feel like we all use each other, but what makes a difference is if you're allowing yourself to be used without understanding that you had the potential to use somebody back. So you're being used for nothing, or you're coming from an ignorant place with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a positive place, an enlightenment, an enlightened, evolved place is, okay, I know that in this world, I need others. And I'm going to find people that I can use that can also use me as well. Okay? That's kind of what I feel like what this position is, you know? So you are lucky as you build your associations with your affiliations, with your friend circle. Okay? Yeah, you might have foes in there, but you know what the saying is? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. All right? That's Jupiter in Aquarius. But you are constantly learning information. As a matter of fact, you may have information that's light years away. Light years away. And sometimes I feel like that's what holds you guys back. That's what could hold you guys back. With the simple fact that you have this information, you have this understanding, you have this knowledge, but then other people think that you're weird or quirky, depending on what house this is in, you know. And you can do things on a grand scale, and you can, you know, sometimes it can be hard for you to break down information and teach other people as well. So the way that it is the way that it is, and then there's a lot of people that probably there's a disconnect in how to in the way people are perceiving you from what your point is. Okay, I will have to say that. However, you have so much information, so much knowledge, so much access to it. You don't really feel like you're living or you're thriving if you can't expand yourself on a knowledge base. A lot of you guys could be very detached though from what it is, like people that you're dealing with, your friends, affiliations. Like, it could be something to where your friends are at distant locations, or y'all could go some time without talking to each other, but when y'all do, it's still cool or whatever. Or you could have those situations to where some of your friends or associations are more needy, and they feel like you don't it's like, okay, well, you don't care, you're using me for this or that, or I don't see you until you need something. And this could be vice versa. But the reason why I'm saying this is because Jupiter is there. So what would normally happen to a sign, especially the sign of Aquarius, it magnifies with Jupiter there. But the thing about it is that you guys can give. Sometimes you can give too much. You're ready to give resources. You're ready to give. You will sacrifice your own stuff to help other people out. And in your mind, well, it can benefit me, because it's like a group thing, like an organized group thing. What is good for the one is good for the whole. What can benefit one can benefit the whole. But you got this with Jupiter there. And I understand it, because this is where you receive your luck. So if you can find some type of work, your work should be this, or where the direction you go in when it comes to your learning patterns and it comes to expansion. Look to ways that you can serve other people. Okay. And find a balance at it, of course. But look into ways that you can serve other people, because that's where your luck comes in at. Women with displacement, your husband can be all these things that I just named. Your husband can be rather detached too. Like, this is another thing. A lot that I don't want to skip out. A lot of Jupiter and Aquarius, though, individuals could really be inventive, even with their own knowledge, their own information, in the way that they present it. So there could be this thing of taking knowledge that's already there and transforming it, or I shouldn't say transforming it, but expanding it and putting your own twist on it. So there could be some rebelling against normal learning facilities and social structures. This placement is also highly intuitive on a mental level, because people, when they talk about intuitions and psychic abilities, they always say it's the water, it's the water, it's the water. No, it's not just water. Okay, so especially it's heavily mental. A lot of it is mental, as well, or you get it in through information. Okay, that helps change the world or helps change other people. That you can invent things, all sorts of things. But your husband, or women with husbands with this placement, could be total geniuses. Jupiter and Aquarius could be geniuses, period. But your husbands could be geniuses. Your husbands could have wide social circles. As a matter of fact, that's how you can meet your husband. Wide social circles, affiliations, associations. This can be just like Jupiter and Libra, except go further because of the fact that it doesn't have to be a one-on-one personal exchange. I think that a woman with this person would prefer a Jupiter and Aquarius husband over Jupiter and Libra, because usually, most times, the Jupiter and Aquarius is not really trying to learn itself through other people. What it's doing is serving. Okay, it's serving as like this big giant think tank, organized structure that affiliates, that benefits off of each person. Is very good in business, because even though you're not looking, your friends are your friends, and knowing a lot of people, it can benefit you because they can spread the word about your business. They probably will support you in it, all that. So, but your husband can know a lot of people and be popular amongst those people. Your husband can be very inventive. Your husband can make a living off of being inventive. Your husband could be successful through their associations. And this is not necessarily a social climber, although it could be, but this person is just affiliated. Okay? And you can gain affiliation through your husband, but very unpredictable sometimes in their approach with things, in their nature, could seem sometimes detached, especially if this is Jupiter Aquarius in your 7th house. So you got to keep all that in mind. But great with knowledge and information, can actually teach, but doesn't really pride itself off of teaching. Like your husband would not pride himself off of teaching alone. Like, especially if they have to be restricted to the norm. They're going to find and put inventive twists or different twists on what that is. So they could definitely be teachers and stuff like that, but they'll put a twist on what that is. Okay. So this is all that I'm going to say for right now, because guys, I could just keep going and going and going. Like a battery. Is that Duracell that kept going and going and going? So I don't want to do that. So this has been Jupiter in Aquarius. I'm Butterfly to Light, and I'll be back.